Today we're going to trim some herbs and I'm going to show you one of the lowest effort ways to dry and preserve them. Here's my oregano bush, and as you can see, it is getting ready to flower. So this is the perfect time to trim it up. The first thing you want to do is wash your herbs. I'm going to skip this step because we just had a rainstorm and it washed it off good enough for me. You can either do this before or after you trim it, but after you wash it, you want to make sure you give it some time to dry before moving on to the next step. You can either let it air dry or pat it dry with a towel. When inspecting your herbs, you may notice like a white foam coming from the base of the stem and the base of the leaf. This is saliva from scuttlebugs, and while it's non-toxic to humans, it's kind of gross. So that might be a reason why you would want to wash your herbs. When trimming your herbs, you want to cut about 2/3 of the plant off. What I like to do is to count the leaf nodes, and I'll usually go up about 2 or 3. So if we see, I'll usually start at the healthiest looking one. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. So I'll either cut it here or here. By trimming right above a leaf node, you're basically allowing 2 more branches to form, which will increase your production. Here you can see just how much we're cutting off. If you still feel that your plant is a little overcrowded after pruning, you can come in and remove some of the damaged, disease, or weak stems right from the bottom. This will also promote airflow to your plant, which will hopefully result in higher quality leaves. This method of pruning also works really well for basil. As you can see, I cut here and there are 2 shoots going off to the side. And then if you go up those stems, if we prune this piece here, there's 2 shoots going out to those sides. It also works well for mint. The next thing we're going to do is poke some holes in a paper grocery bag. I just took a knife and poked some holes into one side of the bag. Now we are going to put the herbs inside of the bag, and it's important not to pack them too tight or it could extend your drying time. After I put the herbs in the bag, I just stapled them shut to block out some more of the light and then put them in my basement. It doesn't really matter a whole lot if the environment you place them in is warm or cool. The big thing that matters is the humidity, so you want to place them in a relatively low humidity environment. After about 3 weeks, your herbs should be dry and you can remove the leaves from the stem and put them in an airtight container. I did this with parsley before and I kind of forgot about them and left them for about 7 months and they were still fine. I like to consider this method a pretty low effort way for drying herbs because once you get them in the bag, you can kind of just set them and forget them. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and get subscribed to see what I have coming up next. As always, thanks for watching and happy growing.